Retired BDO streamers, who's your favorite? Because I'm going to be honest with you, I miss my boy Frosty, bro. Bro, I miss Frosty, bro. I miss Frosty. Because, bro, it podcasts, how I used to bitch about him, everything, bro. Man. I know Zirdan. What? Zirdan hasn't retired. Zirdan's still a streamer here. I can't do the other list is too long. The list of streamers is too long. I shouldn't even have started it. Lakari? I don't hang out. I love Lakari. I do. But, like, I don't really find myself watching a whole lot of Lakari. Bro, do I do it? Do I do it? We're going Blade style, baby. I loved Blade. Bro, I loved Blade. Mainly because it was like he was like a used car salesman trying to sell me something every single time I went into the stream. It was awesome. What I liked about Blade was that everyone else refused to make guides for anything because no one wanted to share, like, the tech. You know what I mean? But Blade would make guides for shit that he wanted to make money off of, so he was the person that I would end up watching for stuff. Vessel's not retired. Vessel still streams, right? I'll put him on this list. The Terrorist. I think that Utaru still streams. I don't think that Utaru's retired either. Blonde Bear. I love Blonde. I was in his chat the other day. He is still streaming. He's just streaming RuneScape. Sadly. Oh, yes. True. 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 Love Moreland. Who said I'm retired? I don't know. Some guy on YouTube said that they suggested The Terrorist, and I just assumed he was referring to you. Did Salt retire? I don't think so, no. Joe never fails. I like Joe, but Joe is a dick, man. I'm gonna be real. Joe is a asshole. Every time I went into Joe's chat, he seemed like he had such a great vibe, and then I would try to vibe with him on something,
subscribed for 14 months.
and he would literally just shit down my throat. Every single time, like, oh man. Dude, Joe, I just rouletted all of my gear. It was brutal, and it all failed. And he's like, you rouletted without backups? Oh, that was smart, idiot. I'm like, all right, thanks, man. Appreciate you. Which, I mean, in hindsight, I suppose is kind of what I like to do to people in my chat, but it's kind of different. If somebody came into my chat and said, Blue, I just rouletted all of my gear, and I'm all at Pride now, I would just say, hey, man, but you went down swinging like a legend. Now go back to Honglim and keep grinding, pussy. If it makes you feel any better, if you'd succeeded, you'd still be at Honglim. Anyway. Ace Alpha? So, like, I liked Ace's content for a while, and then I realized, like, once I started playing the game more actively, I realized that all of her content, her free-to-play series, was literally just, I'm gonna AFK fish and get login box rewards, and then open all the boxes every, like, 1 or 2 months and make a video about it. Just, like, I don't know, kind of boring. And then the rest of her content is boobs. So, like, it's kind of hard to... She makes good stuff. I do watch her videos, but... She had like 50 pearls in her inventory too, or is that someone else? Stop it, you're memeing, you're trolling. You're trolling. Fake Uni! Oh, there's a controversial figure. Holy shit! You either love Fake Uni or you hate Fake Uni, and there is no in between, okay? But no one can deny that Fake Uni is doing better now than he ever did as a content creator for our shit game. Look at this 417,000 subscribers, up from the 42,000 he had in the BDO category. He did BDO content for like 8 years. Has done shorts for all of like 4 months. Look at the difference, bro. Look at these 26 million views, 15 million views, 14 million views. Like literally insane, bro. Granted, he made like $4 off of this one, $6 off of that one, $1 off of this one, and $7 off of this one. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, shorts don't make any money. You could get 10 million views on a short and make less money than I do getting 10K views on one of my videos. My Septimus Prime, Bicep hasn't retired. These are retired streamers. We're talking about retirement here. Retirement. All right? And I am in Bicep's chat a lot. Bicep would have gone on the other list 100%. Bicep is one of our hardest working, great content creators. Another great content creators like Kendaya. Shaky Bay. Oh, true. I can't help but think that Shaky Bay's retirement. I just want to say this. As much as you might hate me, a lot of people hate Shaky way more than they hate me. Okay? Because he was disingenuous with his videos for like years, right? He's a super controversial guy. But honestly, no matter how much hate everyone gave Shaky, he just kept running. He just kept motorboating straight through it. It wasn't until he was featured on my stream for one day that he never showed his face ever again. Literally obliterated himself. Legitimately never made content since that day. And Janice, he was literally streaming yesterday. That's toxic. These are retired, I'm sorry guys, retired BDO streamers. We're doing retired BDO streamers. Okay, I will put Lakari on the list. And I liked watching Lakari back in the day, but he wasn't necessarily my favorite streamer. Who else was really good that doesn't stream anymore? Oh, Biohack. I don't know what happened to Bio, bro. Bio used to make this amazing enhancing content, and then he just started playing Raid Shadow Legends on stream, and so he's literally playing Raid while playing BDO. It was crazy. It was crazy. And then he just stopped streaming altogether. Potion Shop. I'm gonna be honest with you. Potion Shop is not a bad one. It's not a bad one. Potion Shop is notoriously known for making the most low-effort, rage-bait, shit-tier content you've ever seen in your entire life. But god damn it, he was good at it. But god damn, he was good at it. I remember the day that Succession came out. Or was it? Yeah, I think it was Succession. He literally went live, and he grinded for 10 minutes at every spec and class in the game at Baragi Den, and he made a PvE tier list based on his 10 minutes of grind. It was cinema. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, it was S tier rage bait content. It sent the community into a frenzy. I respect that hustle, bro. I respect it. That's some gamer level rage bait right there. I loved it. I loved it. A lot of people did. Oh, big and shiny. Bro, you guys remember this terrorist? Holy shit, bro. Oh my god, bro. Big and shiny. If you had never interacted with Big and Shiny, you would think he was just this based Giga Chad with all these spreadsheets about how he breaks down every single little part of every PvE grind ever. So he had spreadsheets and analysis of basically everything in the game. But if you ever interacted with him in game, it was a disaster. God forbid you were grinding at Histria and this rolled up on you, because you know what he would do? You know what he would do? He would walk onto your history rotation and he would say, hey, this is my rotation now. You'd be over here like, well, no, I'm grinding here. Not anymore, you're not. Well, I mean, do you want a DFS or no? But I'm gonna put my DP set on. I'm gonna run around. I'm gonna aggro all the mobs, and then you're never gonna be able to kill anything. Well, then none of us get any rewards at all. I know, but I have more time in my day than you to grind. So you lose. So you can either leave now or leave later. Either way, this is my grind zone now.
He finally got to test the cameras he bought 2 months ago.
Literally, the dude was a terrorist. It was crazy. No, that's the same camera twice, dipshit. That's my reaction camera. This is psychotic behavior. No, psychotic behavior is, hey, Blue, how are you feeling today? Oh, I'm doing great. I've had to deal with some in chat, but other than that, Well, I don't know, man. You kind of raged out a little bit earlier. Are you okay? Stop asking me if I'm okay. It's like I'm 5 years old. Stop treating me like a child. Look, I'm sorry, man. I'm just looking out for your health. I'm not a bitch, okay? That is schizo behavior, okay? And I can do that all day. I know because I do that when I'm not on camera. That is literally me having a conversation with myself all the time. I'm walking around upstairs. I have full ass fucking conversations with myself. It's crazy. It's insane. It's crazy, bro.
Super old creator, but PVT wiggles. He used to be the face of the community back in the cacao days.
PVT wiggles. What about Mushki? Doesn't Mushki still stream? The huge eared. She has massive ears. Oh, wow. She did. Oh, my God. She gave up. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, we'll put Mushki on here. Mushki was a cutie. I don't really have anything bad. No bad things to say about Mushki. You really couldn't hate her. She was great. She was great. Massless. Now we're just talking about Massless. Oh, this guy, the best sorceress. I'm sorry, the least toxic sorceress I've ever seen play BDO and stream the game at the same time. Not even joking. Not even joking. This guy's content, he was either 1v-Xing in PvP and just completely obliterating everybody he was fighting, or he was staring at his Sork's ass in Velia, and there was no in between. He literally would just sit there, staring at it for hours. It was insane. He would just sit there talking to the camera while everybody was just gooning it in his chat. Wild. Absolutely wild content creator. I love him. Steve? Is Steve? I thought Steve was still streaming. Steve is one of our best. One of our brightest. 4 days ago. He's still streaming, asshole. I'll put Joe Never Fails on here because we did talk about Joe. Oh, Big Sasha, bro. My big Sash? Okay, so for those of you that don't know, Sasha was the Black Rose GM for a long time. And he would just scream. He was the original, I'm just going to scream belligerently at my guild until they do what I tell them kind of energy. But the reason they called him Big Sasha is because he was big. And I don't mean fat. I mean, when this guy has to walk through doors, and I've done this before, but I'll do it again real quick so that everybody sees it here. Okay? When this guy has to walk through doors, unironically, he's like, walks up to the door, he's like, okay. He gotta go through sideways because he's not gonna fit the man. He's not gonna fit the main way. Okay, he's also shorter than shit. I've met him in person. Dude's like 3 feet tall. It's insane. He's basically a crab. Summit 1G. I loved Summit, but he's not really a BDO streamer, right? I love Summit. Summit's like BDO arc was when it was around the time I started the game. It was a long time ago. Hunter Juju. Now there's a name I haven't heard in a very long time. Guys, this was one of the most successful, I don't know what it is about female streamers in the BDO category. No one else wants to say it. I'm gonna say it. What is it with the female streamers in our category? Hunter Juju was a very promising content creator, okay, in the BDO category.
Valorant just gifted 1 sub.
And she got caught piloting her BDO account because she was streaming another game and somebody walked up to her in game and saw her grinding at, I believe it was Bloody Monastery or Abandoned, or yeah, it was Bloody Monastery. She's literally sitting there grinding her. She's literally sitting there grinding, right? And the guy's like, oh, interesting. So he literally has a video of him showing her grinding and then streaming a different game at the same time. Got caught, banned, completely disowned by the entire community. Totally. I don't get it. I don't get it. Funny story about Hunter Juju. When I went to go play Throne of Liberty, she joined my Throne of Liberty guild. And I remember stopping because somebody goes, yo, Juju, shut up. And I go, whoa. Is Hunter Juju in this call right now? Yo, what up? She's like, oh. I'm like, yo, you gonna cheat in this game too? Love you, queen. Anyway, I didn't give her, I didn't give her too much shit. I loved her to death. She's a sweetheart. She is. She's great. But goddamn, bro, I had to give her a little shit. She's great. I like her. Sadly, she completely ruined her streaming career. That's what you get when you cheat. Don't cheat. Oh, dude, true. Any of my Awakening Valkyrie mains remember this right here? This guy that literally wrote the Bible according to Valkyrie. Okay, the scripture according to Valkyrie. Right there. Dude, you used to sleep by it. Corgi couldn't smell Emu's jockstrap. Somebody needs to send that to Corgi. Somebody needs to send that shit to Corgi. Holy shit! He killed him. Oh my god. Axe, thanks for the prime set, but I appreciate you. Corgi is a phenomenal Valkyrie. Okay. Emu is better. He's not necessarily wrong about that. Now, who else we need to talk about here? Who else do we miss? I saw somebody say Karen before. Karen literally never streams anymore. She was like one of our most promising up-and-coming streamer and just gone. Gone. Disappeared. Off the face of the earth. Oh, Jackie! I remember Jackie.
Shroud and Ari Love.
Jackie Felix over here. This used to be, guys, this was like this is Huntler, basically, back in the day. If Huntler could try to shot call sometimes. Jackie was one of the best wizards that we knew, but it was notorious for only playing for himself and not the team. Now, towards the end of Jackie's career, he actually got a lot better about team play. I think it's when he kind of started shot calling. He's like, oh, yeah, and I should probably help the team more. That would help tremendously. Anyway, Jackie was a good sport. I miss Jackie. He was a phenomenal player. I said the Chillers? Oh, true. What the happened to him? Wait, that's so true. Wait, what the I think it's Chilliers. Isn't it Chilliers? The Chilliers video. Yep. Yeah, bro, what the happened here? Six months ago, man, he just gave up. All our awakening lawns all cried out in unison. Brutal. Can't forget Kawaii Gami. Oh, her name now is Stasia. And interestingly enough, Stasia was one of the most successful female streamers in our category, and she decided to go a bit of a different direction with her, we're going to call it content, taking it a little bit off platform, if you catch my drift. This is kind of a different angle than we see some of the other streamers take. But hey, you know, what are you gonna do? It is what it is. Now, in fairness, she was great when she streamed a video. She never got past the water beam, though.
Don't forget about our boy I-401, the Black Star Armor guy.
Dude, that guy still DMs me. I'll talk about that in a second. Oh, we need to talk about Ari Love. Somebody remind me, Ari Love after Stasia. We're gonna do Ari Love after Stasia, because I have a story about Ari Love. So, Stasia, one time she was running through the desert in BDO, guys, and believe it or not, there's this thing that can happen to you called heat stroke in the desert. And it actually matters because back then, it did a lot of damage to you, and there were no infinite potions. So you had to drink purified water in order to get the debuff to go away. So she's running through the desert, and somebody in chat goes, drink water, and she goes, oh, thanks. Important to stay hydrated. And then takes a shot out of her Evian bottle. It was absolutely insane. She never recovered. The community absolutely drove her into the ground over it. It was absolutely insane. It was one of the most like dumb blonde moments you've ever seen in your entire life, bro. She never lived it down.
100 new player here, just started about a month ago. Thanks for all the content. It has helped me get started on the right path. Working on Cabas right now.
Right on, my man X. Welcome to the game, brother. If you need a guild, hop on in. We should have a spot here. All right, so now we're gonna talk about Ari Love. Or is it Ari Love? I don't even know how to spell her name. I met this person in person, by the way. I've met her in person. And believe me, it did not go well. It went about as well as you might think it went. All right, okay. I've told this story before, but for those of you that haven't heard it, because I haven't told it in a very long time, we were at 2022 Calpheon Ball. All right, we're sitting in the lobby of the hotel. All right, because at the time I had just become a BDO partner. So we're sitting in the lobby of the hotel. I go, hey, does anybody want some Jack in the Box? Because I'm gonna order some food. Everybody goes, no, we don't want any Jack in the Box. I'm like, sweet, awesome. So I go and I order some Jack in the Box, and it gets DoorDashed, right? Gets to the door, or gets to the hotel. I'm opening it up. I'm eating my ultimate cheeseburger. I turn around. This bitch has got her goober ass hands all over my taco. I'm like, hey, is that my taco? She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I thought it was for everyone. I'm like, yeah, you and the other 3 people you just ate. Put my taco down. The hell's wrong with you? I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were gonna get so offended. I asked if anybody want anything. What do you look, my girlfriend? Put my taco back. Bro, I was so pissed. I was like, what the holy shit. You guys were drunk as yeah. And when I get drunk, I'm a really, okay, this is gonna surprise you guys. I'm loud, I am funny, and I am laughable. But you don't touch my food. To this day, I look back on it for 2 reasons. 1, I'm like, this is why I'm single. And 2, that bitch deserved it. Don't touch my food. Okay? I'm gonna be single forever. I'm gonna be single forever. Oh my God, bro. I've heard the story a couple times. Did she throw the taco away afterwards? Yep. It's not like I was gonna eat it. It's got all nasty ass cooties all over it. Ridiculous. Ruined my taco. All right, who's the next streamer we're talking about? Let's put him on the list. Is Vebe considered a retired BDO streamer? No, but I have a friend of mine that is hopelessly obsessed with Vebe. Well, really just her voice. I-401. Okay, so this femboy freak of a clown. All right. This guy, hold on. What's this guy's name in Discord again? Because you guys ain't gonna believe me, bro. Hold up. Yeah, so this guy literally DMs me. Yeah, this is the only, I'll show this DM. This is the only time I ever hear from this kid. Okay? He'll just DM me out of nowhere. He will just DM me out of nowhere with like random sentences like this. There's people keep telling me about the Blue Squadron Goon Cave. Is that real? Like, dude, it's really, really strange. Hey, I bought my dad a new VR headset. Totally different day. Totally different day. Ratkill asked me to send you this. Some up shit. This is some up shit. These weebs, they get together in their discords and they make everybody into some anime waifu freak ass hentai orgasming charade going on, some ooifying me or some stupid shit. Oh no, I got another one. Here we go. This is just out of nowhere. He has not messaged me in like 4 months. I don't know what to do with that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what to do with that. You cold call somebody right? You call somebody like this. This is a man, by the way. This has a penis. Okay, this person has a penis. If I could get a girl to send me this exact same 3 words right here, I'd be living it. I'd be living it. Instead, it's always some femboy, loser, gay-ass looking, anime-loving, every single time. Can't win. Anyway.
That guy had one of the worst takes in Discord lol.
Anyway, I liked 401. He made good content. He was also in how he made his gear score, and it was great. And honestly, it was phenomenal watching him constantly enhance his Black Star and pity his Pen Black Star armor. His Pen Black Star armor that he chose to buy. Ace Alpha. We did talk about Ace already, so... and my story about Ace is that one time I was reacting to one of her videos, and she got really upset because I implied that she was... I implied that people were perhaps
0 grams
watching her
just
in part
for 13 months
because she is an attractive female. And I said, Ace, don't worry about it. You make phenomenal content. That's not the only reason people watch you. And she got so upset. She got completely unreasonably upset, said, nobody watches me because I'm an attractive girl. I am successful because I work really hard and I have gotten this far in my life, blah, 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 blah. And nowadays, whenever she makes a video, she always makes sure to plug in her video, her like portfolio, to remind all of her viewers how poor they are. I'm not joking. If you go watch any of her recent videos, she'll show you how poor you are because her mommy and daddy gave her a shitload of money and she invested a bunch of it. And now she's like, she has crazy money. Crazy money. So like, I don't really care, but like, I thought that that was all just absolutely crazy. And then after a while, like I said, you kind of realize that her only content that she's really making for the game after a while was just, I'm going to AFK for 2 months and then open a bunch of the event boxes all at the same time, which is not as fun as it should be. Also, the one time she decided to make a video in 2 months, she tried to shit down Fake Uni's throat, and then Fake turned around and said, no, 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 honey, I shit on you. And Fake absolutely destroyed her. Fake absolutely obliterated her because she tried to accuse him of cheating on his free-to-play series. I mean, god damn. I mean, it was cinema. It was cinema. We don't have shit like that. We don't have shit like that. Laz quit. Well, Laz was actually going to have a comeback stream collabing with me, but I don't know what happened to that. Same thing that happened with every girl that DMs me. They ghost me, as usual. Tim Allen, 1337. Oh, Timmy. Oh, my God. Do I have a story about old Timmy? For those of you that don't know about our boy Tim, Tim Allen used to be...
Can I send a concept I made for the all-in-one preset?
Yeah, go ahead. So Tim Allen used to be a shit-talking, chat PvPing guru back in the day. He was a guild lead of a guild named Aftershock. Okay? And he basically didn't do anything to lead his guild. Everybody else managed his guild for him, but he was the face of the guild, so, you know, it is what it is. I think he was GM technically too, but he really didn't do anything. That being said, he was known for backstabbing, shit-talking, and burning bridges with every single streamer in the BDO category for the most part. This guy, even me, okay, when I started streaming, this dipshit moron joined a guild called Null. Well, Null was my old Dismantled core. I'm sorry, the shitty players from Dismantled all left and said, we can make a better guild. And so they went to Null, okay? And they had Tim Allen join Null, and for a short period of time, they were stronger, right? And so what Tim would do is they would say, oh, God, Tim would just sit up there all day. He would open up my most recent VOD, and he would shit on me all day. That was his content. He would watch my Twitch VOD on his stream all day and just shit on me all day. And the worst part about this was that all of my friends, my old friends, were sitting in his chat dumpster me. Absolutely dumpster me. So my old core from Dismantled leave and go to Null, Okay, and they're all sitting in his chat, circle jerking about how horrible I am as a shot caller, as a guild lead, as a person, whatever. Okay, he's got like 4 chat commands making me look like a clown. They're all circle jerking about it all the time. Then we go to the T1 podcast, and Tim threw me the best bone I have ever had. And I'm going to be honest with you, this aged like milk. Tim Allen on the T1 podcast throws out his most legendary line he probably is ever known for as a streamer. He looked at me, and I was a new streamer at the time. I was brand new, right? And he was a big streamer. But like compared to me, he was like, he had like 13,000 followers, and he had like 100 viewers. Like that was a big deal. For me, I only had like 15 average viewers at the time, right? I was like brand new to it. So he turned to me and he said, I don't want to hear it from you. You are a fart in the wind, okay? You will never amount to anything, okay? Fart in the wind. I gotta do it to him. Oh, I gotta do it to him. It's down from last week by 1 follow. I can't sometimes. Anyways, so Tim's a piece of shit. And so another big ass streamer, all right, that used to stream in the category was Joe Never Fails. Okay? And if you don't think that Tim Allen is enough of a piece of shit, believe it or not, Tim Allen and Joe Never Fails lived together for a little while. Yeah, they lived together for a little while. And then, one day, there was a dispute over rent. Joe, who was a more successful streamer than Tim, said, made the rent no problem. Tim did not, and said that Joe needed to make up the difference. After a long-standing argument, there was a big, heated argument. Eventually, people come, people go. Joe eventually gets punched in the face so hard that he needs surgery by Tim. Tim's reaction to literally attacking Joe, or hitting Joe, was to film it and then sell. He literally sold the recording of Joe crying to people for money. This guy is without a doubt the largest piece of shit that BDO has ever cooked up, period. So, believe me, when I'm laughing at Tim, I'm doing everybody a solid on this. This dude is a colossal piece of shit, okay? It did substantial damage to Joe's streaming career at the time. I'm not going to explain any of the rest of the details, but that is the story as I know it. And it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Tim then went on, and he couldn't figure out why they wouldn't let him into the partner program. Crazy, because Joe was a BDO partner. Like, you fast forward like 4 months, and it's like, I don't understand why I can't get into the partner program. Fucking. Who else we need to talk about? He's live right now. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it right now. McHands? Ooh, Hands is a good one. The greatest warrior to ever play the game worldwide, hands down. Tell me I'm wrong.
Blue, maybe I missed it as I am grinding while listening, but what about evil does harm and not the worst?
We haven't gotten to them yet. Hands is one of the most entertaining shit-starting streamers. He is the best warrior streamer I have ever watched. I'm not joking. If Hands hits go live, I'm right there watching him. That guy makes some degenerate... That guy knows how to make content so well. Hands was such a good content creator, and he was phenomenal at the game. He legitimately could have been one of the best, one of the like the biggest content creators in our category had he stuck with it. Absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. Let's talk about Evil Do Us Harm. Did Evil Do Us Harm just quit? Because he was still doing like patch note stuff for a while, right? Oh no. Oh, bro. We lost the GOAT. This guy is literally the one. Like, if you were gonna, it's like, hey, who makes great BDO guides? For a really long time, the first name out of everyone's mouth,
Hola,
Evil
Blue.
Do Us
Te
Harm.
queremos mucho en South America. Nunca nos faltes.
What the f does that even mean? Like, Evil Do Us Harm's guides were like these savior guides. And I think part of the reason people loved Evil Do Us Harm so much was because they didn't have to listen to Chris Polly. And I mean that in the most respectful way possible. Hey, Blue, we love you so much in South America. Never let us down.
No te volveré a considerar un completo tonto.
Now, Evil Do Us Harm's guides were phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And that's what people knew him for. He was consistent, he was good, he was right to the point, and he nailed it every time. Sadly, he just kind of stopped after a while. What about Anders? I haven't seen Anders put out a video in a while. Anders. I think he changed his name. He was Anders Galler. Now he's Anders Galla. 9 days ago. 4 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago. 1 month ago. 1 month ago.
Back to BDO.
Damn, bro. I feel like Anders basically doesn't make content anymore either. I can DM Laz right now. Laz wanted to do a collab stream with her, and either I ghosted her or she ghosted me. Hold on, I'll figure it out. Hold on. Laz. I ghosted her. I am so sorry. Oh, bro. Oh, my bad. Guys, that's my bad. That one's on me. That one's on me. All right, I'll hook it up with I'll hook it up with Laz. We'll get that collab stream. We'll bring her back in. What about as long as we're talking about super toxic Musa or Meiwa streamers, you cannot mention Shaky Bay without having his arch nemesis Nayaashi. Okay, I want to be clear. Nayaashi and Shaky Bay are the true arch rivals of Black Desert. Shaky Bay, an awakening Musa main. Nayaashi, an awakening Meiwa main. Destined from birth to hate each other. Okay? The only thing that would make it better is if one was black and one was white. The GOAT. Nayaashi, I'll be honest with you, Nayaashi and I always got along. I loved Nayaashi. He was great. He always messaged me. Like not always, but he would DM me about all kinds of shit. It was always like some shit starting stuff. I always loved him to death. And that's why I've always typically loved Meiwas more than Musas in the video community. It's not just Nayaashi, but in most cases, Meiwas tend to be kinder to me than the Musa mains. The Musa mains are just assholes. The Musa mains are just assholes. Except for Azur. Oh, Zachary. True. Zachary. So this guy is actually one of my only regrets that I have in the Black Desert space about how I interacted with somebody in the BDO space. Zachary, for those of you that don't know, is C-Zane's brother. Okay? Is C-Zane's brother. And he was a streamer before C-Zane was. And he was known for like basically making Omega Toxic Sork content where he would like montage. He basically would make these really nice montages about Sork, and then he would chat PvP the entire time. And in game, he would try to instigate beef between you and your guild by just shit talking you the entire time. That was his content. That was what he did the whole time. Anyway, me and Zachary went awry when Zach started hanging out with a group of people who started using gamer words all the time. And I was like, that is conduct unbecoming a BDO partner. Why Are you hanging around these people? It makes you look bad. It makes it look like you say the words. And I gotta say, Zach, I'm sorry. If you want to say on your free time, that's on you, brother. I should not have shamed you for that, and I am sorry. All right? It is what it is. Okay? That's one of the few regrets that I have on an interaction with somebody is I remember being live and I was like, God, I'm such a bitch, dude. I should never, and never again if I ever shamed somebody for being around people or people that say gamer words like that. I've never, it's just the gaming community. And I've come a long way as a streamer to realize that really, I mean, those people exist everywhere. I miss Zach, yeah. He does not like me very much. But that would be the reason. Deserved. You know, deserved. He's a good guy. I don't mind Zach at all. I don't know about a good guy. Okay, I don't know about a good guy. There were some things that he did that were not so great. Outside of that. But that was my interaction with him, and that's about as far as my interaction with him went. He had interactions with other BDO streamers that I will be honest are definitely not good. Not good. But as far as my interaction goes, I shouldn't have shunned him for it. Now, Dragon Uzi. Never had interactions with Dragon Uzi. Never had interactions with Dragon Uzi.
Zachary and Son.
No, C-Zane's a lot. C-Zane is an objectively better version of his brother. All due respect. C-Zane is a good vibes, really nice guy, super gamer in PvP, femboy loving, like penis having dipshit. Okay, he's such a nice guy, and he gives great vibes, and he will shit on you in PvP. Zach was basically the same, like, I'm gonna shit on you in PvP, but with none of the nice vibes that C-Zane gave. Paint fingernails. Well, he f***ed that up. Oh, Strat. Strat's a good one. Stratified. Stratified's a good one because he is basically, I would say that basically Lefonda is like Timu stratified. And I know that because Lefonda's a dear friend of mine. I love him to death. Lefonda is funnier than Strat is. And he's probably better at the game than Strat is. But Strat was a much more consistent, stronger streamer because he just had he had a cleaner microphone. He had a cleaner everything. His video was cleaner. Like the way he presented his stream was cleaner. Very, very clean. Very, very good streamer. Very, very good streamer. Flannels. Oh my God, bro. The amount of shit that Flannels got up into. This is the best Ranger to play the game worldwide, hands down. It's not even close. It's not even remotely close. And he got himself up to his chin in drama all the time. All the time. Oh, damn, he did stop making content, didn't he? Holy shit, bro. Oh, he does have a little bit of stuff here. Hold on. Damn, he was making content so consistently for such a long time. What the f, bro? Weeb. So true, brother. I don't know what it is about Maewa and Musamane's hopeless
I said
weebs.
it before and I'll say it again. PVT Wiggles. Only the OGs really know of him.
This guy?
What's up, boys and gals?
Oh, this guy. I'm not even subscribed to him on my main Blue Squadron account. I'm subscribed to this on my old, like, my personal account that I haven't used in years. Oh my God, dude. I remember this.
What's up,
This
boys
is
and
not a
gals?
2-year-old video. This is like a 3-year-old video. This is almost 3 years old.
Back to another Black Desert Online guide. In today's video, I'm going to be going over some of the most important and beneficial things to do in Black Desert Online if you're a returning player. I've recently returned to the game myself, and after 1 month of playing, I decided it would be a great idea to create a video to show you all some...
Man, that feels really bad because this is his most recent video because he just recently came back to the game and now he hasn't made a video in almost 3 years. That's rough, guys. I'm not gonna... That's sad, man. Oh. don't know. I can't fit any more people on this. Kerr never gave up on that Tamer grind. Yeah, Tamer, he gave up on the BDO grind. We had him on the podcast that one time too. Gangstar. You guys remember Ganks? I remember Ganks. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Pepperidge Farm remembers my boy Ganks. This guy used to run the T1 podcast. This is, how do I say this? Johnny 5 is the Temu version of Gangstar. This is the name brand. Okay, and now we have Johnny 5. All right, I'm just saying. It used to be my boy Ganks. Johnny makes great content too, though. I like Johnny. He ran the T1 podcast, for those of you that don't know. Which, honestly, helped me a lot because it gave me a lot of visibility. People are like, dude, that Blue Squadron guy's unhinged. I'm going to go watch his stream. Worked like a charm. Vert was pretty dope. Vert was literally live yesterday. Why are you talking about it like he's dead? Why? Jesus Christ, would you go to his funeral? Please don't tell me Vert died yesterday. God, this is going to look so bad. No, we're good. He was literally live 2 days ago, bro. Literally 2 days ago. Guys, come on. Vert has some insane hour stream this past month. Yeah, bro, he's a G. I love Vert. Vert's a real one. Vert's never cheated. Vert's never been really on the wrong side of history in basically any BDO debate ever. And I've been around a long time. Jesus Christ, guys. This is quite a list. This is depressing me. I'm not gonna lie. King Berserker. You mean the guy that talked with like the super deep voice that made women want to have sex with themselves? And then he ran around as a red player killing people all day? Yeah, that guy. That guy was awesome. Yeah. I think that King Berserker stopped streaming the day that he was a red player, guys. And he was running around. And he died in Upper Sakraya to a mob. And his Dandelion downgraded from Pen to Tet. Which at the time... It's over. I'm not... I was the Offen, that's right. His Offen downgraded from Pen to Tet. It was so over. He just like, it broke him. It broke him. It was over, bro. Oh, this is so rough. The guy that lives in Thailand now? Who the hell is that? Oh, dude, that's a good one. Wait. Guys. What about Laven? The red Ingenium GM ninja? Bro, you guys remember him? Holy bro. He was like a YouTube goat, man. YouTube goat. And Ingenium, always known to be that like Gooner, Uwu, Weeb guild. What a great group of people. I used to love Ingenium. There was like Ingenium, Ingenuity.
Don't forget our J-loving Memester, Nukabdo.
There were like 4 Ingenium guilds. They were all just Inge something. Oh yeah, true. Hey, do you guys ever watch Lazy Peon? Be honest. Do you guys watch Lazy Peon anymore? Because I used to watch him, and then I like Lazy. I do. Or I like Peon. I do. But like, the problem that I got after a while was that he was just always so negative about everything. And I was just like, you know, I can handle a decent amount of negativity, but god damn, bro. It was just, it's just negative after negative after negative. I don't know. There's something about it. But he has some really good takes on things. He has some great videos about MMOs. He's a great YouTuber. And I will still watch his videos from time to time when they pop up in my feed and stuff. But like, I used to watch him like literally religiously. Isn't that too? Which is why he took a break from doing it. Yeah, it was pretty rough. Ryu the Red. Oh my god, bro. We're throwing it back right now. Ryu the Red. Holy. We are throwing it back right now, boys. Ryu's been around for quite some time. Quite some time. And he makes content on and off. It's like sometimes he'll make a bunch of content, and other times he just won't do anything. I'm looking for the other tamer main. There's only like 4 of them. I replaced Lazy Peon with Kira. Well, damn. Oh, dude. I remember this guy. I can't even type his name out, bro. Hold up. Do you guys remember this guy? This is like the most toxic Sork to ever play the game. This dude used to be, this was the most America, like MAGA loving, like freak that we've ever had. And normally I wouldn't say anything, but I'm going to tell you right now, this guy used to stream with a giant American flag behind him. Okay. And the entire stream, he would just sit there and talk about how all of these doctors are all wrong. They went to med school, but medicine is wrong. Vaccines are bullshit, and here's why. And like disease doesn't work that way. And me, as a biology major, I'm just sitting in the audience like, bro, what the f? My brain is actually melting. So like, I think that like the majority of people that watched King of All Sands were just like hate watching him. Because that's basically what I did back in the day, and I gotta hand it to him. Now that I understand how content works, game respect game, brother. Jesus Christ, to this day, I don't know if he's serious or if he actually believes that there's this huge conspiracy theory that he believes around like medicine and how it's all out to get you and crazy stuff. Like wild, like out there. Like I swear to God, this guy doesn't believe that we landed on the moon. Kind of guy. Insane. He has one video on YouTube apparently. Yeah, so he got perma-banned from BDO is my understanding. And he got banned on Twitch.
By the name of
Lots of Beaver Cheer Dex 100. Are you going to talk about Pretty Derby streamers next?
But I don't know if he streamed or was just YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know a bong. Sorry. And I swear to God, if that's a These Nuts joke, I'm going to hand it to you. That one was pretty good. King of All Sands got banned, I'm fairly certain, from BDO and Twitch for things. And he still plays the game. I know he does. And he plays under a different alias, but I don't think he wants me to say that live, so I'm going to refrain from saying it. But he does have a different Twitch name now, and he has a different in-game name now as well. I think King of All Sands was banned from BDO. I've seen him in the last few weeks in Velia. I have not seen the King of All Sands name. Maybe I heard wrong and he only got banned on Twitch. Maybe he just changed his family name and then got banned on Twitch. Because what it looked like to a lot of us is that he got banned on both platforms because it happened right around the same time. I think I saw King in RBF last week. Okay, so he's still playing BDO. I told you, I think he still plays BDO 100%. But his Twitch handle is a lot different now. Dark Crusader. Oh, bro. You guys remember this guy? You guys remember Dark Crusader, bro? I'm going to have to go smaller on my font here, guys. This guy was the Valkyrie main that sat in Piliku jail. And he was the highest EXP on any server. And back then, growth actually meant something. You would log in and be like, I'm not on the growth leaderboards. And people like level actually meant something back then. This guy grinded and he grinded and he grinded. That's all he did. He was the highest level on the server and he just sat in Piliku jail looking for his map piece for years. It was insane. It was absolutely wild. I loved it. I ate it up. He's a great streamer. And he fell off the face of the planet, man. That dude fell off the face of the entire planet. Never saw him again. Just gone. Wasn't he the first to 62? Probably. I think so. I think so now that you're saying it. He went to the military. God, I knew it was some loser shit. I'm sorry. Thank you for fighting for my country. Did we talk about the goat Kythar yet? Okay, all right, I'll hand it to. All right, so Kythar's a pretty good one. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so Kythar is without a doubt the worst large-scale PvP player that Black Desert Online has ever seen. Period. And this is coming from somebody
just resubscribed
who has
for 10
led
months.
new and returning player guilds. Okay, I've seen what terrible players look like. Kythar paid to win and cheated for a of gear in the game. This guy was basically maximum gear score. This guy would go to Siege, uncapped Siege, and get out-fragged by somebody in Tuvala gear. I cannot make this up. I was the guild lead. I remember yelling at him about it. It was brutal. This guy was terrible. But honestly, the best part about Kythar was watching Norelio react to Kythar's stupid plays. Or listening to me scream at Kythar because he's being a... One of the two.
Yo, 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 what's going on, ladies and gents? How we doing? Hello, hello, hello.
Good? Vert?
What's going on, Azzo? Hello, Vamp.
Oh! It's his VOD from yesterday. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god. I just shit my pants. I was like, what the f? Okay. Who just subbed? Nick Talks. Welcome back for 10 months, man. Appreciate you. Thanks so much, man. Verse in my walls, true. Mark A. Boy, my king. Oh yeah, he was good. I never watched Mark A. Boy. Never watched this person. Kinda pre my time. Pre my time. Imagine Kythar, but wholesome as hell. Damn. Wait, was Mark A. Boy that guy in that T1 guild that sucked?
Lots of beaver cheer Dex 100, he thought it's his neighbor.
He was the first Penn Layton. Okay, different guy. Different guy. He thought it was his neighbor. True. I was like, what the f? Yes, God?
BDO streamers list next.
That's not fair. I don't like to make lists with my name on it. He'd grind Gahas for 12 hours a day, buy 3 base centaurs, and then fail them to pry, and then do it again the next day. That was the way that it was, though, bro. The reason we all love that so much is because that's what we were fucking doing. That's what we were doing. Oh, Kugels. Yes, my goat. Kugels was amazing. Great streamer. You know why? Because only Kugels and I, we were the two people at the time known for exactly one thing. Well, I was known for a couple more things that maybe I wasn't proud of, but we were the Histria gremlins. We could not get our compass pieces to save our lives. It took Kugels like 4,000 hours to get her compass piece. It took me over 2,000 hours, and both of us, it took me a lot longer because obviously I don't grind as much as Kugels did at all. So Kugels just got absolutely blasted on it, but damn, bro. She had a vibe. She would always play like this crazy techno music in our stream. What about Tiltus? Oh, I remember Tiltus. Most people didn't watch Tiltus, though. He's kind of a smaller streamer. Tiltus was a T1 guild lead back in the day, and he started, if you watch the old Moon podcast episodes, like from forever ago, he was one of the first hosts on the T1 podcast. Absolute G, love him to death. Dude, there's a no shot, bro. You guys made an LV piss emote where you literally zoomed in on this dude's crotch when he peed himself and made it into a emote. That's crazy, bro. Made by Grimkill. Holy shit. I am so glad that the one time I shit myself on stream, I didn't say anything to chat. I just said, hey guys, someone's at the door. And I went and changed my pants. Look, if you stream long enough, it is going to happen, all right? If you stream long enough, it's gonna happen. It is what it is. All right? It is what it is. Wasn't that long ago either. All right. Now. Who else we gotta have on here, bro? This is a crazy list right here. This is a crazy list. Man, we have a lot of retired streamers in this category. Chat from Carstels. Okay. Fair enough. Deserves to be on the list for sure.
Blazed Oak, Black Sea, Agent North, Lefty Lucy, Vangerts, Balance.
I remember Ludi. He was a great Suck Ranger. Loved him to death. Oh, wait, you guys can't even see that anymore. Dude, I'm like out of space. We're gonna go Ludi up here. What was the other? Agent North. Bro. This airhead dipshit. I swear to God. This was... I love Agent North. I do. Very dedicated foot soldier. All right? Very dedicated foot soldier. He would follow all of my calls to the letter, and he would die immediately on every play. God bless his heart. I loved him to death. I loved him to death. Anfield. Wait, doesn't Anfield still stream? Did Anfield quit? No way. No, he was live yesterday. Wait, he doesn't stream BDO anymore. He spelled...
Ooh, it's a little...
He plays Caroline. Dude downgraded from Ranger.
What is it?
I mean, I could still finish, but like, damn, bro. Damn, you right. He do be a retired BDO. He don't stream BDO no more. He don't... It's cooked, bro. Oh, Torty, bro. Guys, this used to be like the Archer guy. Basically, C-Zane is like Timu Torty, bro. In terms of Archer, C-Zane is a great guy. I loved C-Zane. But when he started playing Archer, everybody always compared him to Torty, and he was dog shit. Now, Torty is the GOAT, bro. I love Torty. C-Zane's amazing, too. I love C-Zane. Summit 1G. Summit played BDO for like 3 weeks. Stop pretending like he's some OG of BDO. Gay Skill. Gay Skill was a guild lead. He wasn't really a streamer. Kiora, now that was a BDO streamer. I'm just going to start putting them all over the place, guys. How do you spell Kiora again? It's like Kiora. It's pretty great. Kiora. Like that. Part of the reason people can't watch her anymore is because they can't find her name. I'm a Cutie Pie. I remember the I'm a Cutie Pie arc in BDO. It was one of my favorite arcs in BDO history. When Cutie Pie and Dyrus played BDO, they were like, all right, we got to go back to our 9 to 5 at the mines. Because he was grinding sulfur mine for the map piece, bro. I remember when B-Kill forced him into Snake. He literally said, I'm going to grief your grind unless you join Snake. Because he was being EXP boosted in a tree. And Snake, B-Kill came and started killing all of the people that was boosting him. And he was like, dude, I only have like 2 EXP scrolls. I have to hit level 61 now or I'm... And he said, join Snake and I'll let you get your EXP. And he was like, and Dyrus was like, no, we can't bow to them. And he looks over at Cutie Pie and goes, dude, I already joined, man. I'm not griefing my grind for this shit. And Dyrus was like, all right, fine, whatever. So then they joined the guild too. And then and then literally like 3 days later, Dyrus told somebody to kill themselves. And so he got banned for 2 days, which was a goddamn nightmare. The whole community was pissed. Honestly, it's the first time in BDO history when I saw the entire community come together over destroying Karens. Okay? Because the people that reported Dyrus got absolutely hunted into the ground for being Care Bear piece of shit Karens. Okay? Because everybody was enjoying Dyrus's content, and he told somebody to kill themselves in the battle arena one time, and the guy was like, oh my god, reported, and it got him banned for 2 days. Holy shit, we ran those down. We ran those people the down, man. Those people. And I like to think that that was the start of the anti-Karen movement in BDO. We've never really had a problem with it in BDO. Like, straight up, bro. You join AOS, and somebody's like, yo, turn off the comms, man. I don't want my comms stream. No, man, I'm streaming. He's like, I'm gonna say the N-word. Okay? Like, now... it's kind of like second nature in the video category now. It is what it is. No, Asmon does not count as a bit... Asmon Gold and BDO do not mix. Do you know why? It's because the can't press buttons. I'm sorry, but it's true. I do love Asmon Gold. I love him to death. All right? But the he's good at, like, WoW. He's phenomenal at WoW, and he's great at Dark Souls. He's terrible at every other MMO he's basically ever played, particularly BDO. He comes into BDO, and he's like, the combat's too hard. I can't put all the skills on my hotbar. I'm not joking. It's the only person in the history of ever that I have ever heard complain that they couldn't put their warrior skills on 1 through 9. And then, and then he was like, yeah, classic WoW has better combat than Black Desert. Actually came out of his mouth. Actually came out of his mouth. I'm like, Asmon, what? God damn it, I love you, brother, but what the? What are you doing to me? Holy shit. It's crazy, bro. Crazy, crazy work. Fake uni fakes right there. Right in the middle of your stream. Wow, brain dead dude. Well, I mean, it is what it is. He may have been rage baiting a little bit, but also he never has, like, he gave BDO an honest shot when it first came out, is my understanding. He hasn't played it ever since then. And to be honest with you, even when BDO first came out, its combat was still better than WoW, so I don't really know where he's coming from unless he forgot. You know, I don't know. It is what it is. Samson, true. You guys know what happened to Samson? Fucker became a nurse. All successful. He got a job and shit. What a loser. What a loser. God, I loved Samson. Block jump, true. He's been pretty... There's some crazy shit going around about him lately. Block jump, phenomenal ninja. I have a story about block jump. I'm gonna share it. I've shared it before. So we were at the 2022 Calpheon Ball, which is where, honestly, I think it was right after Ari Love did the taco thing, or it's right around that time. Like, we get, like, me, Norelio, Block Jump, and, like, 2 or 3 other people get, like, this, we gotta get this Uber, right? Because we're, like, going to a bar or some shit, right? We're going to a bar. And we get into this Uber, and it's a van, because there's a lot of us. So I get in the back, it's me, I sit on one side, and Yo Fam Steve, he sits on the other side, and then Block Jump goes to sit down between us, and I shit you not, he puts his hand on my leg, then runs, as he sits down, he runs his hand down the inside of my leg and grabs my nuts. Like, actually happened. And I looked over at him, and I didn't even move. I just looked over and I said, hey man, ooh, we getting friendly back here? What's the deal? And I'll never forget it, bro. I was like, damn, that guy's gay as a bag of dicks. Holy shit. I was not aware. That's crazy. That dude just groped my ass. Anyway, that's what happened with me and Block Jump. Anyway, he was a great guy. He was a super nice guy. He was great to have a drink with, but goddamn, that dude just straight up grabbed my junk. Absolutely insane. My favorite memory is when Block Jump opened some random person's car and was gonna get in because he thought it was Le Fonda's when we were leaving for the Calvi Mall. True! Dude, like, car just pulls up. He just goes to get, we're like, well, dude, where are you going right now? He's like, I'm getting in the car. It's like, dude, we don't know who that is. He just walked up to some dude's car and just opened the door and started getting in. Wild person. Absolutely wild. It was crazy. In fairness, I'm fairly certain he was wasted as shit. Memeing for meme's sake? I don't know, man. I don't know. Is anything happening for TwitchCon this year? Like on October 17th? I don't know. I'm still not confident that I'm going to go to TwitchCon. I don't know if any of my fans are going to be at TwitchCon. And I do know that a decent amount of my friends are going to be there. But I think that there's a better trip to go. Like, I'd rather go see them at like an Oasis event or something than TwitchCon. TwitchCon tends to be an unsafe place for streamers. I'm just going to be real. All right? Charlie Kirk got shot and all this other shit going on. But honestly, everybody's been getting shot lately. It's been a shooting spree. And I'm not really interested in getting shot. I'm going to be real. So I don't know. I'm not entirely certain if I'm going to go to TwitchCon or not yet. It'll come down to my friends. What is the taco story? I'm hearing a lot about that BDO history right now. What taco? Oh, the taco story. No, you're going to have to rewind that. You need to go back to the part of the VOD that has me talking about Ari love. Don't get me started on my tacos, bro. All right, now do we want to do...
If you decide to come to TwitchCon and stop being a pussy, I'll take you on a food tour.
I don't even know what a food tour is. Okay, I have another story. All right, so we're at the last Oasis event for BDO, and I was there. And this is gonna sound crazy, but I was with a girl, okay, at the time. All right, and like this is our first time speaking, right? And so like we grouped with a bunch of people. We grouped up and we went out to dinner with a bunch of people. Leifana was there, I think. We went to Korean barbecue. And me, having never had Korean barbecue before in like a major capacity and having no idea where we were, go, I'll take the bill at the end. Didn't even really think much of it. Guess how much money that dinner was. This is a disaster, by the way. This was a complete disaster. I had no idea. $400? More. $250? Oh no. Guys, this was a $900 meal. This was a $900 meal. And that was before I tipped them, and I tipped them 20%. I got absolutely... Dude, I got absolutely... Man, in fairness, it started off and there were like only 6 of us. Okay. Then like 4 more people show up and they're like, pull up a table. And I'm like, okay. And then like 2 more people pull up after that. And I'm like, oh shit, bro. It ended up being like 13 people. I got absolutely... Dude, because you can't like not pay for it after you've already committed to paying for it. I never offered again. That was the last of it. We're done with that. Now I will tell you this, that if you're a moderator in my chat or a long-time subscriber of like 2 years, we ever have the opportunity to go out to dinner, it's on me. Your meal specifically, no one else's. And it has to be no lobster. Okay, you can have soup de jour. That's it. All right. All right. Calls in the whole platoon, bro. Shit's crazy, bro. That shit's crazy. We could do, this is a great list. We could do stories about BDO streamers. People could list somebody and they could be like, oh yeah, this person, you know. Lobster soup. All right, buddy. It's called bisque, dipshit, you uncultured. Orca. Oh, true. I remember Orca, the talking dog, right? Yeah, OG barcode leader. I'll do you one better. There's Orca, and then in like the tiers of like barcode GMs, you guys remember Kai? I remember Kai. Do you know why I remember Kai? And it's not just because I was in a guild with him later in the court of law. Yes, bro, Divios knows it, bro. Divios fucking knows, bro. This is the best quote of all time. All right. So back in the day, there was this event that they came out with in BDO. A lot of us are going to remember this. It was the mapping event, okay? So what you could do is if you leveled a new character from 0 to 56, it was a new player event. You level a new character from 0 to 56. At level 56, that player would get a map that would go in the guild inventory, and then the guild could all run that map together for some really good rewards. And bear in mind, when I tell you really good rewards, I mean like it was anywhere between like 200 to like a billion, 200 mil to like a billion silver per map, per player. Okay. And it's like, oh, that doesn't sound like that much. We were making 50 million silver an hour. Okay. This was a big deal. All right. This is a lot of money. All right. So naturally, guilds immediately. Adrian's fam, thanks so much, buddy. Thanks for the gifted sub to Divios. Now he can watch ad-free. Not that he didn't have ad blocker before. So what guilds would do is, see, I was running a new and returning player guild back then, so I was genuinely leveling people to level 56, and we were teaching them the game. And to put this in perspective, we ran like, I don't know, 13 maps, right? But it was 13 actual players. What the really experienced players guilds would do, and these were high-end PvP guilds. We're going to disguise their names for anonymity's sake. We're going to call them White Rose and Line Code. What White Rose and Line Code did during this was they would make a new account because it was free to make a new account for a week. They would make a new account. They would teleport that player to Mirrormock Ruins, because that was the best EXP in the game at the time. Underground Glyphon didn't exist yet. And they would power level it to 56 with every EXP buff they could have. They would power level to 56. Then they would take the map, they would put it in the guild inventory, delete the character, and do it again. And they did this hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. Okay. Obviously, this was an exploit, okay? And all of these people, and I gotta call out Joe here. I'm just gonna be honest. Joe never fails. Literally is quoted on stream. He's literally like, people are like, dude, this is exploiting. He goes, dude, it's not an exploit, okay? I spoke with the CM team about it. I would never put my career in jeopardy for an exploit like this, okay? It's not an exploit. I spoke with them. And then not 2 minutes later, Joe is literally snipped in BDO partner chat going, hey, is this an exploit? Is this legal or are we cool? Not joking. Somebody, one of the other partners snipped it, which was technically illegal at the time, and pasted it to the whole community. It was cinema. It was cinema. All right, so Joe ran a shitload of maps, didn't get banned. That being said, Kai, who was the GM of Barcode at the time, Barcode, keep in mind, was like a top 5 Siege guild at the time. Actually, they were like top, I don't know, Barcode was pretty strong back then. That was like they were like top 2 or 3 probably. Kai is live, okay? And he goes, guys, they cannot ban us. It would never hold up in a court of law. His whole guild got permabanned the next day. That's too good. I can't. That's too good. That's too good. I can't. It was absolutely crazy. I meant line code. My bad. It was absolutely crazy. I literally... I remember him saying it, and like, there is no court of law. I want you all to understand, your account is Pearl Abyss's account, okay? It doesn't matter. If Pearl Abyss wants to ban you, they're gonna ban you, all right? And at this time, it was Cacao running things. So like, if they ban us, the siege scene will be dead without us. I'm fairly certain I can pull that clip out of thin air. Watch me pull that clip out of thin air.
If they do get rid of, or at least put us on like suspension, it's actually gonna kill Siege.
I was just about to say the same thing, Corvo. Like, that's the sad truth, is if we have to take a break, even a week, but like say 2 weeks to a month, like legitimately what happens to the Siege scene?
Oh, the Siege scene? Bro, what the... This boy said what happens to the Siege scene if they get banned. Yo, we're rotating castles every week. No one even wants to fight each other, dog. What Siege scene? How delusional are you, you idiot? How delusional are you?
I love Norelio, dude. So true. Because at the time, that's all they would do. They would just rotate castles. There was no fight every week. They were just rotating castles in their alliance, and they would just rotate it back and forth. Oh, God. What a great clip. So many good times. So many good times. Vert collecting his stray ban. Oh, true. At the exact same time, our boy Vert, everybody knows Vert. Vert went and watched some of these guilds run their maps and said, hey guys, look, exploiting. Or he was like, hey guys, does this look legal? Pearl Abyss, is this legal? What's going on here? This is disgusting, right? Because he refused to run maps himself. And those Karens that were running the map, the exploiting pieces of shit cheaters, all mass reported him and he got banned on Twitch for showcasing exploiting. I shit you not. These people have no shame. That, though, is why I love Vert. I do love Vert. Yep. It was like shining a light on roaches. Yep. Yep. Blue just caught a yellow Corvina. I swear to God, if I'm not catching any fish, I am catching fish. We're fine. Rambo. I think Rambo still streams. I think he still streams. Yo, Hathros! So anyway, about that crawling chaos dog shit guild back in the day. I'm just kidding. What up, Hathros? Guys, if you guys don't know who Hathros is a vibe, man. That guy deserves more viewers. His stream is really entertaining. He's actually really good at the game, and his friends are really funny. He's not really funny. His friends are, though. It's great. Braxton? Brax was great. Brax was a phenomenal ninja. Oh, yellow. True. I don't know what it is about ninjas in the BDO community and being in a bunch of controversy, but, you know, between yellow and block jump, I mean, it's just kind of, you know, there's like a trend here. It's kind of crazy. Tragic how it be. It's true. It's true. Ooh, Larry Fish. True. You guys remember Larry? I've met Larry many times. I love Larry. He's a little odd, but I love Larry. I do. He's an absolute homie. That being said, he was basically the only person playing Succession Valkyrie on the entire server, and he quit. So now there's no Succession Valkyries. Does Wakiyashi count in? Wakiyashi still streams BDO, dipshit. Dracona. Oh, Dracona was literally the best mystic. I think this is who you're talking about, right? The crazy good Suck Mystic. Oh, God. That's who I went and learned Suck Mystic from when I originally played it. Oh, man. That guy was a G. He was so good. Teamer I was looking for is Corandis. His contact got me into BDO. Who? Sorry. Respectfully. Hold on. Oh, this guy. What the f am I watching? Oh, he's a Final Fantasy enjoyer. Shocked, really. Wait, what the f is this? 3 weeks ago. Game Dev Progress Track 5-7. Shit! That's better combat than Throne and Liberty. Actually, good game dev. Somebody hire him. Corgi. Either tonight or tomorrow. Corgi, I'm sorry. Corgi, I didn't say it. Corgi, I want you to know that I couldn't smell Emu's jockstrap. I did not say that. Somebody in chat said that. Somebody needs to send that to fucking Corgi. I did not say that, okay? I did not Somebody needs to send that shit to Corgi. Oh, Corgi, if it makes you feel any better, the person you're looking for, and I don't want to throw him under the bus, but his name is C Goods, okay? C Goods. C and then G-O-O-D Z with an underscore. That's who you need to ban, okay? He's your man. Don't look at him. But also, Corgi, I love you. God damn, bro. These names take me the back, bro.